Hi, hope everybody's doing well. We are presently in the pandemic of COVID-19, and as you may or may not know, in this series I talk about leading and being part of a team that is led from the heart, from your intuition, and starting with your intuition and then experiencing what you do in your body, and then lastly having your mind connect with that process. And so I thought it would be appropriate for this time to talk about loss, because loss is synonymous with contraction, which is also synonymous with a downturn in a market, and all of that is happening right now during this pandemic to proportions that many of us have likely not experienced before. So what are some things that we can talk about with loss? Well, whether it's a person that's close to you, or a job, or just an experience that you thought you were going to have that you aren't having, there's a lot that we could look at there. And I think that if we're looking at this with vulnerability and courage, there's some things that we can discover that maybe we wouldn't think of initially with loss. So what do I mean by that? Well, a lot of times when we are going to have some sort of loss, whether it be, pretty major, pretty small, let's say we can't go to a concert, that'd be a small one because the venue is closed, or a larger one, someone close to us has passed. There could be a lot of sadness associated with that. And sadness is one of those feelings that oftentimes we don't want to approach it. We'll just push it down and we'll pretend like it's not there. We'll push it away as much as possible. The reality is that doesn't work. Indefinitely, it will gurgle sideways. It will be shown in ways that we never had anticipated. So instead of pushing the sadness away, instead of pushing the feelings we might be feeling with loss away, let's flip the script and look at loss in a different way. Because when we have loss, there's other things that come to the surface. So what comes to the surface with loss? Well, sadness, we know, as we mentioned, comes to the surface. But if we flip that, what's the opposite side of that? Well, it's relief or release. And so sadness is really giving us this opportunity to find relief or release in a way that we had never anticipated before. There's also something else that comes with sadness if we let it, and that is knowledge. That knowledge is of ourselves. That knowledge can be of others. That knowledge can be of so many aspects that we had not thought of before. And if we can hold a place for knowledge and release, those are so expansive and really transform loss into something that is truly gained. There is a truth to the universe that is, energy can be neither created nor destroyed. It only transforms. And if we think of loss with this framework, then the idea of release or relief and knowledge, gaining knowledge, really comes to the forefront, because the only loss that happens is a transformation. It's not really loss at all. And transformation is key. Transformation is life force. So if we embrace loss with the idea of this, it is much more freeing. We are much more courageous. We are much more vulnerable. And we are able to truly experience every moment for what it is and not get stuck in the sadness and not get stuck in this place of pushing away sadness. I hope that this is helpful for you today. If you like what you are hearing, please like the posts. If you have comments, I love to extend the conversation, create a dialogue. Please comment down below. thank you so much for your time, and let life be. Love loss, and that can bring you to gain and knowledge and release. Take care.